Seat, Cupra, or is it just Cupra without Seat?
Just a Cupra.
Cupra, Ateca, VZ3. Okay, so it's not top model of this. So you have VZ5 of the fermenter, which means it's a 5-cylinder Audi GTRS etc. engine. But this one is just the normal E8, triple eight.
Gen 4.
Yes, Gen 4. But it has a bigger turbo attached to it. Can we see it underneath the bonnet somehow? Yeah. Ooh, somewhere there.
At the back.
Here we go. Yeah.
Litco L560.
Nice, nice. Yeah, big boosty boy. A bit laggy as well, so that we found out because we already did a lap. But it had a very nice feature. It has the big brake kit, or let's say factory brakes, the calipers, but with bigger brake discs and most importantly, MX-72, right?
MX-72 Plus.
MX-72 Plus brake pads from Endless, which stopped the car phenomenal for its weight. What's the weight roughly?
I think it's about 1700 kg-ish.
Yeah, still lighter than that ship over there. But yeah, 245, 40, 19 on the front, Conti 7s, great tire, stock suspension, just with different springs. But this means also pretty much zero camber on the front, maybe like half degree or something. And therefore, with the power weight that you're carrying, it was a bit understeery through the highs or like mid-speed corners that we were doing. Otherwise, well, yeah, as mentioned, a bit laggy turbo, but you will hear a lot of more things on the lap itself, because our broadcast is being interrupted by a very loud flyover. It's not the noise track that's loud, but actually the planes flying above it. Anyway, we passed the noise limit with this car. Thanks a lot for the lap, and see you next time. Hopefully. Yes, yeah, or this with more mods. You never know. Great family car. Enjoy the lap. Oh, the sun came out.
Stop raining.
How lovely. Was suspension done as well?
Standard suspension, so it's
okay.
Got DCC but E-back springs.
Okay.
Litco L560 on it,
The brakes are phenomenal.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, that I love. And the general handling, even on stock shocks, still good. Really, really nice. It's,
yeah, I never drive it hard. I did all the stuff to it because I used to have a Mazda 3 MPS that was pretty fast.
Yeah,
and then when I got this, I was like, oh, well, it's not the same.
Needs a bit of mods. downshift because he thinks he would be in too high revs.
Yes,
But you need to be in high revs to get the turbo up going.
Yeah, that worked back originally because it wouldn't downshift at all.
Okay.
And then they changed it, and then they don't really drive it hard to test it.
Yeah. Like the Cupra, like the 290 and 300 models, in hard cornering they would always get the headlight adjustment failure.
Yeah.
All of them, and always like in Weerseifen, like this slowest corner of the track where you have like lots of G's, and just like the car goes really painful.
You want to double tap it, but you don't want to drop it 2 gears.
Yes. About the speedometer cam, so woohoo! Nice. Thanks for the lap.
Yep, good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, brakes, I love it. Tires also good. Like I said, stock suspension makes it understeery because it really needs more camber with the speed and the weight you're carrying, and the big turbo. Of course, you have a lag for like really laggy for downshifts. You do not have it optimal in a constant rev range, especially when it doesn't want to downshift properly. You're like stuck or waiting.
Yeah, waiting for it to go.
Yeah. But otherwise, fun car, great family car. I don't know, what can you say?
Fast family car.
Yes.